Jana Duggar hospitalized after tragic injury. Her husband's tearful vigil reveals a love story the world never knew. What really happened to the ever-graceful Jana Duggar that left her hospitalized and fighting through pain with her husband in tears by her side? Why are even the most private family members now breaking their silence? This isn't just about an injury. It's about a secret love story finally rising to the surface when tragedy struck. For years, fans only guessed at Jana's private world. But now, through heartbreak, healing, and one man's unwavering devotion, an untold side of her life is unfolding. Stay with us, because what you're about to witness isn't just news. It's a deeply human revelation of love, loyalty, and silent sacrifice that will leave you breathless until the very last word. Under soft hospital lights and the hushed stillness of concern, an emotional chapter in Jana Duggar's life began to unfold, one that no one had anticipated, and yet now grips the hearts of those who have followed her journey with hope, admiration, and deep emotional investment. Jana, ever known for her composure and strength, is currently hospitalized following a sudden, unanticipated injury. The details, while being handled with family discretion, reveal enough to understand that this is more than a momentary setback. It is a pivotal moment of vulnerability for someone whose life has often been marked by stillness, restraint, and unwavering devotion to those around her. The incident reportedly occurred during a quiet evening at home, far from the cameras and outside attention. What began as a regular day soon turned distressing, as Jana experienced a sudden physical trauma that required immediate medical intervention. Paramedics were called swiftly, and she was transported to the hospital where she now remains under close observation. While the precise nature of the injury has not been publicly disclosed, those close to the family confirm it was significant enough to warrant prolonged care, with doctors recommending she remain hospitalized for thorough monitoring and recovery. But what has perhaps captured the hearts of many even more than the incident itself is the scene that has since unfolded beside Jana's hospital bed. Her husband, the man she has long kept out of the public spotlight, has become a silent but undeniable figure of devotion. Witnesses from the hospital staff describe a man completely consumed with concern, a presence of quiet anguish and unrelenting love. He has not left her side since she was admitted, reportedly canceling all personal and professional engagements to be there through every test, every update, every sleepless night. In a world where devotion can sometimes feel performative, his grief, his hope, and his protectiveness have been heartbreakingly sincere. Family members recall seeing him weep, something rare, especially for a man who, by nature and necessity, has always held composure in front of the family. But this moment cracked that exterior. Friends describe how he held her hand tightly during her initial hours in the emergency ward, whispering prayers, sometimes just quietly staring at her face, as if willing her to strength with his gaze alone. And when doctors gave hopeful but cautious updates, it was his knees that buckled in relief. In this time of unexpected crisis, what has emerged is a love story made visible not through grand declarations, but through presence, endurance, and raw emotion. This is not just about a husband tending to a wife. It is about a soul witnessing his partner in pain and choosing to absorb every part of it alongside her. Observers who have long admired Jana's grace now witness the quiet power of her marriage. Though the couple has never been showy or publicly expressive, those who know them speak of a deep-rooted bond that predates their marriage. Their courtship, though never aired on television or flaunted on social media, was built on mutual understanding and shared values. They were seen walking quietly together in parks, talking for hours in private corners of family events, and once spotted exchanging letters that they would read in silence before smiling gently at one another. It was always subtle, but it was always real. Now that foundation is being tested and proving unshakable. Michelle Duggar, ever the nurturing mother, has been at the hospital daily, offering comfort not only to her daughter but to her son-in-law as well. She reportedly brings home-cooked meals to the hospital room, sits beside Jana during her rest periods, and prays aloud in the hallways. There's a specific kind of ache visible on her face, one born of a mother seeing her child in distress, but also laced with pride as she watches the unwavering dedication of the man her daughter chose. Michelle, who once carried the weight of 19 children on her shoulders, now pours her maternal care into this singular moment. Jim Bob, meanwhile, has reportedly stepped into logistical mode, quietly managing communication with extended family, overseeing schedules, and ensuring the household runs smoothly in Jana's absence. While his emotions are less outwardly displayed, insiders note the deep concern behind his actions. He checks in with doctors personally, ensures Jana's room is always stocked with her comforts, and most importantly, reassures the younger siblings that their sister will be okay. Other Duggar siblings have also made their way to the hospital, sometimes in small groups, offering notes of encouragement, soft blankets, books, or just their company. One sister was heard saying that seeing Jana in a hospital bed brought tears because she's always been the strong one. Indeed, many remember Jana as the steady hand who bandaged scraped knees, managed chaotic mornings, and offered late-night advice through whispered hallway conversations. But now, roles are reversed, and while seeing Jana in this fragile state has been heartbreaking, it has also catalyzed an outpouring of love that even fans feel echoes beyond the hospital walls. Social media, though not directly acknowledged by the family, has lit up with speculation, prayers, and messages of support. Longtime fans are posting tributes, creating artwork, and sharing their favorite memories of Jana through the years. Photos of her holding newborn siblings, organizing family events, or smiling quietly in the background of chaotic scenes. The digital world, though once a place of scrutiny, is now acting as a source of solidarity. And within all this emotion, her husband continues to be the heart of the moment. He reportedly sleeps in the recliner next to her bed, refuses to eat unless she's awake and eating too, and gently combs her hair during her most restless hours. In one instance, when a nurse asked if he needed to step out and rest, he quietly replied, "I'm already home right here." Friends say this is the side of their love story the world never saw, because they chose to live it outside the lens. But now, with Jana in a vulnerable place, it has emerged with quiet, undeniable force. He is not loud. He is not performative. But he is there, every moment, every breath, every prayer. There is talk of recovery now. Doctors believe she is responding well to treatment, though they continue to urge caution and rest. Physical healing will take time, and emotional processing may take even longer. But in every soft word, every shared tear, every clasped hand, there is evidence that Jana is surrounded by love strong enough to guide her through the darkest stretch. This story is still unfolding, and while much remains private, rightfully protected by a family that knows the cost of visibility, what has become undeniably public is the truth of a relationship that has endured quietly in the shadows and now rises in light. Jana Duggar, the woman so often described as the calm center of a chaotic world, now finds herself held at the center of the circle she helped build. Her pain has summoned her family, her husband, and her history into a shared moment of compassion and connection. And though the hospital room is quiet, the message is thunderously clear. Love does not always announce itself with grandeur. Sometimes it simply shows up, stays, holds on, and heals. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for the next video. Take care and love to you all.